because you have to take action. If you don't take action, you're not going to get a result. It's not enough just to watch this. I want you to succeed. So I'm making this video for you. Hi, my name is Matt Ackerson. I'm the founder and CEO of Autogrow.co, in case you don't already know. And today we're going over 3 of the top sales funnel examples from the perspective of helping you to learn what to do and perhaps what to refine and or not do. So we're going to compare and contrast them. One of them is a B2B productized service business, and 2 of them are coaching businesses. And then the 4th is a SaaS business doing over $100 million in revenue per year, completely bootstrapped. You may have heard of them. So that bonus is coming at the end. And who am I? Why should you believe anything I have to say? Well, I have 17 years of experience and counting as a founder and as a marketer. I've created multiple SaaS products myself from scratch and then marketed them. And our current business, Autogrow, today is a multi-million-dollar business. If that's worth something to you, then perhaps listen to some of the things I have to say. So without further ado, let's get into the first example. So the first one that we're going to take a look at is from real estate investing coaching brand Sub2. So Sub2 is a real estate investment coaching business led by Pace Morby. Looking at the Sub2 funnel, we can see that immediately right on the front end, there is a lead magnet. It's highly personal as well. Pace has his photo there right on the homepage. It's a crisp, high quality, perhaps 4K photo, and it humanizes the whole thing. It's very simple. It's very focused. I like the background. Turn any real estate deal into profit, the headline says. Learn real estate investing from the best. Get real estate investment coaching from Pace Morby. Now, that gave a little bit of background on Pace, talking about it being more than a course in terms of what it is they're offering. It's a little bit unclear though. So law of clarity says that you want to be clear. So what ultimately is it that they're selling? Because this is kind of hinting that, okay, there's going to be an offer in here, but what is it? It's more than a course. So they're comparing the coaching to a course. But immediately, like when I actually saw, and this headline, more than a course, was more visually emphasized to me, because it's larger, it stood out more. I had to come back here, kind of remind myself, okay, it's probably coaching that I'm going to ultimately be offered. Because people, we know as potential clients or customers, everyone knows that, businesses are in business to sell, to do business. So when you're opting into a free lead magnet, you know that you're probably going to get an offer for something later or immediately. But in this case, more than a course, I think may not work, because you're thinking, oh, well, am I going to be opting in to get something that's ultimately going to upsell me on paid training? Is that what it is? A different headline could work a little bit better there as far as the copy and sort of setting expectations. So as we go down the page here, they talk about community. All right, you're going to be in a community of other investors. Sounds good. And they have a final repeated call to action after a little bit of social proof. I like the social proof a lot here. It's simple, it's straightforward, it's focused, it's bite-sized. There is a little bit of an overlap here though, just kind of a minor quality assurance thing. These things do count because they are distracting. They create a little bit of friction. Like, why do I point this out? I've seen a very strong correlation, a direct relationship, in fact, between there being typos or lack of typos and in terms of sales and conversion rate. And it applies to potential design errors. Because if I go to click here, okay, now the button is gone, now the button is there. And click over to testimonials, I guess, to learn more. Okay. The page shift is also interesting. That's kind of a nice user experience, I think. Learn how Sub2 can help you close more deals in less time at less cost. So good repeated call to action, law of repetition at work there. What are the follow-up steps? Well, after you opt in, you're going to get access to an initial kind of welcome training video. They purposefully don't show the length of the video, so you can't like fast forward. I've seen both work in different funnels where you show the length of the video and you can kind of jump forward and jump back. But if someone is really invested, this type of format will work better versus someone who's kind of more driving by, who could still convert. They're going to want to kind of jump around, fast forward. Both can work. This is something that's worth A/B testing if they haven't already. And if you're in a similar business with a similar funnel setup here, you may want to consider A/B testing that element. But I like it because you don't know how long it's going to be. So you'll keep watching and watching, and it's probably maybe 10, 20 minutes. But if any time you want to exit, the schedule a strategy session button is right there below the video, highly visible, above the fold. you know what the next step is, and you can jump to that next step at any time. That brings them to the booking page. So headline, fill out your application. So notice the word choice, application. It's not just you're going to get a call, you have to apply. Our experts have set aside dedicated time just for you. This session can be a game changer for your goals. All right, so it sounds like they are selling us, the prospect, on this call is going to be valuable. And it's free, but you have to apply. You have to fill out this form. What can you expect from the strategy session? I love this text down here because law of alignment, it's further working to sell simply by setting expectations. Okay. So again, are we enrolling in coaching? Is it a training community type of thing? What exactly is the core offer going to be? It's still not clear. And I would A/B test making that more clear because people might want to know what is it that you're going to sell me before they actually sell it. Now, finally, once we booked the call, so we got another personal picture of Pace and he's giving a thumbs up. Looks pretty good. Thanks. You're booked. Looks a little bit of I can't tell if it's a sarcastic look on the face or it just feels like a little bit of a different vibe though from the homepage image. To me, it just feels a little bit inconsistent. It's subtle, but it feels a little bit inconsistent. So they might want to consider maybe using the same photo or just a different photo where maybe it's a little more of a serious look on the face, in my opinion. All right, so our next example is Lead Cookie. I actually interviewed the founder of Lead Cookie in the past as part of our Productize and Relax ebook and blog articles that we were writing at the time. Very familiar with their business model. And let's take a look at their super simple funnel, starting with their homepage. For many, might be the entry point to their funnel. So what I like about their funnel, it's very focused. It's very, very clear. Your B2B lead generation agency. So you already know what problem they're solving and you have a pretty good idea of who it's for. It's for companies that are selling products and services, I suppose, to other businesses. What's the problem they solve? Well, lead generation. And what are they? As a company, they are an agency. Experts in generating qualified sales opportunities, handcrafted and delivered with care. Interesting. What do they do? How do they actually do that? So not a lot of text on the page, handcrafted campaigns built with you in mind, scale your outreach, no automation, no spammy messaging, and qualified top tier results. Apart from the success metrics we enjoy, so they got some social proof here, we enjoy working with their account team who are not just getting things done for us, but also provide valuable insights on LinkedIn sales and messaging. Okay, this is kind of the first text on the page here where we're hearing about LinkedIn. It sounds like that's the source. 18 in-house experts. So some vanity metrics here, 500 plus successful campaigns, 100% done by hand. We don't look for clients, we look for long-term partners. So they're emphasizing what's important to them, which is also perhaps important. And they emphasize that they're not going to take on a client unless they're confident that they can really help. Okay, so here we're talking about LinkedIn. It's interesting to me how they don't mention LinkedIn. Maybe that's a nice approach. I'd be curious about what their conversion stats are and if they've actually A/B tested this though. Because I'm curious, to help a marketer, a founder who may be considering their services like LinkedIn. Well, I don't know. We haven't tried LinkedIn. Lead Cookie is more appealing to me now because it's more clear on what it is, the solution that they're selling and how that solution is executed. It's executed through LinkedIn. Okay, so I would like to see some sort of a section here on how it works. I think that could help their conversion rate. Okay, so it looks like they help businesses that are either new to outbound or those who want to scale their outreach. So now I'm wondering about pricing. So they have kind of two segments here. Okay, so now they're setting expectations. Looks like they're sort of describing what it is they do. Again, really not much of a mention of LinkedIn. We don't look for clients, we look for partners. If you want to have a call to determine if we are a good fit for your business, please feel free to fill out the form here. So, all right, now we're getting further down in their funnel. We don't have an idea of price. I think price would be really helpful for people to know. And is that something they're going to talk about in their form here? Test. A bit about your business. SaaS. Okay, interesting. They're introducing some social proof right in the funnel there, showing that they are perhaps qualified to help with SaaS, website, personal LinkedIn, and no value for a client. If you run any outbound outreach before. Okay, so they have some information. I don't have information yet to really understand the cost. So I wonder if the cost is variable based on the value of a client perhaps. So maybe it's value-based pricing. But if so, it would be better to know that. So once again, I like that they're very focused on not selling too hard. I think they could be a lot more clear in terms of like how they actually work with clients. So people really understand before they sign up or opt into a call. And maybe they're a small team, 18 people full time, which is awesome, over 500 campaigns. Maybe they don't need the business right now. But if they wanted to grow more, they might want to consider just adding more clarity there around what it is they're doing to achieve the lead generation result for B2B companies. Okay, this next funnel is from Tom Ferry, also in the real estate space, also with a coaching offer. This funnel is more of what I would call a choose your own adventure funnel. And I've seen this set up. It really depends on what type of a business you're running, how many products and offers you actually have. So the funnel is less focused, and there are pros and cons to that. The law of range from our 11 laws of sales funnel physics framework says that if you have more products and more offerings, assuming that each product and offering is relatively niche in terms of its appeal to your niche, you're more likely to make a conversion. Because for example, if you have a $7 Tripwire info product versus a $10,000 coaching program, those are going to appeal to different segments of your target market. People on the one hand who might have a tight budget and just want information to get going, maybe more on the beginner level for your ebook or whatever your Tripwire is, something that we wrote about recently, Tripwires. So go check out our blog if you want to learn more about what a Tripwire is. And then on the other end, high touch, hands-on coaching. Premium, businesses that are further along, have more to invest, clients in general, perhaps. Personally, I like funnels where it's more clear to me, and I'm not in the market, right? So take this, Tom Ferry, if you're watching this with a grain of salt, but I'm not really sure where to click. Sliders notoriously on e-commerce websites are discouraged because, if someone is reading, it just introduces friction. It looks like a very professional design. I think the photos are fantastic. I think the colors are quite good. The background photo here, clearly a stock photo, so that's not great in my opinion. We found multiple case studies showing data where conversion rates were lower when a stock photo was used, but clearly a real photo of Tom there, which I think is good. But if someone's trying to read it, why do sliders not work? It's because someone's trying to read it and then it moves and it's like you have to click to go back. So it introduces friction that way. So obviously they're doing a bunch of live events, it looks like, as well. This image stands out to me. He's got the Tony Robbins, as I know it, live background. So it looks very pro. They're clearly investing and reinvesting in their business. Lots of calls to action here. I'm really not sure where to go. I think we better turn this into sort of a survey funnel. This would be really the perfect type of business and sales funnel where you could refine it and get probably a lot better results by turning it into a survey funnel. If you're not sure what a survey funnel is, go check out our recent video and article on what is a survey funnel. Because basically, when you have a number of offers, a survey funnel can be one of the most efficient ways to personalize the journey and the experience. I also interviewed the founder of RightMessage recently, who created a tool that is really great for helping you to produce and set up a survey funnel. And a survey funnel is you ask people, well, who are you? Where are you at? What's your problem? And then you can tailor the offers and calls to action that are shown on the page and across the funnel to that audience. You can personalize the text and the pop-ups and whatnot. I think that would be really worthwhile for this company to consider doing. Now, I noticed just something subtle. Like when I hover over this button, it says free consultation real estate 2020.html. Now I click on it, it redirects me here to this URL, the go-to for scaling real estate businesses. All right, book free coaching consultation. So a little bit wordy there. All right, we got Tombot. Let's see, let's click on something. What can I help you with today? All right, so kind of encouraging us to book a call. With social proof, we've got 3 columns here. I don't recommend this format. I recommend the other format that we saw in the first example we looked at, where it was just one headline of easy to read text, bite-sized. Let's say you were selling a SaaS product. This worked incredibly well for us in the past, where selling SaaS is difficult because it's a subscription and people are paying monthly for it. It's more of a difficult hard sell. But when I built our own email marketing tool, we had an incredibly high conversion rate per industry benchmarks for a subscription-based offer. And part of the reason we did was because our homepage was really fine-tuned and we had our top 3 features, but next to each feature, I included a tailored testimonial to support the claim that, okay, this feature/benefit, and then here is a customer saying, yeah, here's how this feature/benefit helped me or gave me a great experience or gave me a great end result in terms of, growing my sales, for example. This type of format are more likely, I think, today to be a bit blind to it. They almost see this like an ad. All right, so let's go book a call. All right, so it was already here. Fill out some information. So I have to say, I think that just as far as clarity and focus, I think Sub2 by comparison was doing a little bit of a better job, just kind of simply, clearly selling. And I think a video, since he is the face of the brand, similar to Sub2, would actually significantly increase their conversion rate. If we keep going down the funnel, we'll get to some pricing plan information that may look something similar to this. Most pricing plans, they don't have this much text, so perhaps they could simplify it. Okay, so it does look like, this one does give you time with Tom, team leader masterminds with Tom himself. All right, and we don't have pricing for that, but I think maybe that could be highlighted more. All right, now it's time for the fourth and final bonus example as promised. This is coming from Basecamp. Basecamp started out as an agency, like great and large and successful companies often do. We talked about MailChimp on our blog, but Basecamp, in a similar way, they started out as an agency. They built this project management tool for themselves and for their clients, and they've just scaled it to the moon. What's more amazing is their marketing. They've managed somehow to keep it so simple, and their product also very, very focused, to the point where they're doing over 100 million in revenue today. Extremely impressive. The way that Basecamp does it is with their branding. They do it with their branding because they talk a lot about what are they against, what do they stand for as a company, and what do they stand against. They stand against venture capital funding. They stand for, you can see here, even on their homepage with their latest ad campaign, they stand for the underdog. I admire this. And this is something that I believe we stand for also here at AutoGrow, where I just want to help entrepreneurs, the underdogs. And that's part of why we offer our product as service today. And we are also completely bootstrapped and extremely proud of it. Why is this effective though? Well, it's effective because the law of emotion is at work. If you identify as an underdog, if you take on this identity where you're fighting, you're working hard, and that's who they're providing their product for. So they did come out with a plan. I think part of how they're able to do that is that they don't charge like a crazy amount. They used to, like, until recently, they're always A/B testing. Really admire that. They got this minimalist design. Previously, I think it was $99 per month. Everything is unlimited. Now it's $15 per user per month. We only bill you for employees. Everything is included, 500 gigabytes of storage, pay as you go, every feature you need. So clearly they're not seeking to sell to the Fortune 500 or even the Fortune 1000. They're selling to the Fortune 1 million or 5 million. Love this social proof. They had this in their funnel for a long time, so it's obviously working, tried and true. They have this 5-star, you keep refreshing, social proof. So this is what I mean when I say bite-sized, unique ways of baking in social proof to your sales funnel. They're always A/B testing, like new graphics on their homepage, which I find so fascinating. They don't just stick with one, they just keep on A/B testing, which I think might be an indicator that, you just have to keep changing to maintain a high conversion rate, because the market is constantly shifting. It's really important. They got this little engaging button you can click. Love the visual layout. Again, big, bold letters, but it's specific enough and very visual, like very, very easy to read, very philosophy driven. And I think that's worked really well for them. They have video, social proof baked in here as well. Okay, they're showing you what their product looks like, big, bold images, so you know exactly what the product is like without even signing up for it. They have some more branding material in here. It's a little bit entertaining in a way. We love small business. All right. What's included, obviously addressing potential objections. What do people need to know? And they know that they're in a crowded market. So they proactively compare, and they just show you like they're a fraction of the price. So they are selling based on price, nonprofit discounts, risk-free trial, wall of social proof, again, original. Okay, so once we go over here to try it for free, so very simple, no credit card required. They reinforce that, cancel anytime, and boom, you're in their funnel, you're using their product. They made it very easy to get going. In the past, they used to require a credit card, but they've gone back to completely free trial with no credit card. They also focus a lot on support, I know, in terms of providing quality human support. All right, so what did you think of this video? Which example or examples resonated the most with you? What were the tactics that you found most interesting or insightful that you plan to adopt into your business? Let me know in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you. And if you would like to read the full list of 19 examples, go check out the full article, which if you're watching this on YouTube is linked below in the description. Now, if you'd like to also check out another amazing funnel, go check out our funnel, autogrow.co, where any ideas that you have for strategies or tactics for your own business, whether it's creating a funnel from scratch or optimizing your existing funnel, or just creating all of the necessary campaigns that you need on an ongoing basis in terms of social media, landing pages, full sales funnels, projects if you are an agency for your clients, email campaigns, we can get it all done for you. And it's a team of human professionals who are delivering quality work and at a fraction of the price of what it would cost to hire one person full-time. So you get a whole team of pros with up to 13 different skill sets, such as copywriting, content writing, design, development, ads, and much more. So check us out. If you're interested, by going to autogrow.co, you can sign up for $7 for just your first 7 days. And again, that's autogrow.co. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, keep auto growing and stay focused.